you take so much water out that if when you put the container in, you can't even fill half the container from the floor of the, you drop the container to the floor of the well, and you pick it up and doesn't even fill the half of it. In that case, they would consider all the water is taken out. Now there are different types of well. Not all wells are same. Some wells are, as soon as you take some water out, it will start filling up. And some well, they flow. The water there is no way you can remove the water. There is no way you can empty that well. So when they say take all the water out, they mean equivalent of the all water out. You have to measure how much water is in there. So we'll have to do some calculation. There are different methods of doing that. So what they do, sometimes they will see the diameter of the well, and they will put a stick inside a bamboo or something, and they will pull out. So now they know how wide the well is and how deep the well is. They can calculate how much water is in the well. Nowadays you have pump machines, you don't even need to do that. You just take all of it out. So that's one way. Second way is that they put the stick in to see how deep the well is. All right, they measure that. Then they put 10 containers in, for example. 10 containers in. They took the water out and they straight away put a new stick in. That tells them how much did the 10 containers reduce from the previous. First they put the stick in, it was wet for, there was water mark up to 2 meters, for example, or higher, or 10 meters, whatever it was. And when they took some water out, they saw it went down by 1 feet, for example. So then they know that 10 containers reduces 1 feet of the, and then they can calculate how many containers we need to take out. And there are other calculations. Nowadays you can do mathematical calculations, and you can just have a machine pumping out water, just switch it on and let it run and you'll be fine. But in villages, in forests, in valleys, it's not, there'll be a different, you have to go back to the old ways if you can't take a machine up there. So there are other ways of cleaning wells as well. The famous view which is known in the Hanafi madhab is take out 200 containers to 300 containers. And because Imam Muhammad, the Imam Abu Hanifa, he has two very famous students, Imam Abu Yusuf and then Imam Muhammad after him. Imam Muhammad, because he was the latest out of the three of the mashayikh of the fiqh, he said 200 containers based on where he lived in Iraq. So the wells he had observed, he had observed that 200 to 300, 200 would do the job and 300 is preferred. Now the other ulama, they say, well, you can't base that. Everywhere in the earth is different. The water, the depth of the water is not same everywhere in every well. So they say that calculation may be a guidance for where he used to live, but you have to be, if you have to take all the water out, you have to actually measure what the all water is. And it happens to be, I was in Pakistan, in November 2022, and next to masjid is a house of one sheikh, and they have a well, and he has a metal lid, and he's got lock. There's no way you can open it. So after a very long time, they opened it. They opened it because they were, I think, paying someone to clean it, or I don't know why they opened it. And the sheikh went inside, and he came back. He found 1 kid, he's about 12-year-old, and he's urinating into it. The kid was very lucky that he made it alive. Shaykh didn't catch him. They got a machine and they were running it all night. They just kept taking the water out, and they washed the walls of the. But in reality, you don't have to wash. Once you take the water out, you assume the wall is clean. All right. Yeah. So that's because of the Hanafi madhab. They say the all water needs to be taken out.